Here, Brigitte, I got something that will take the smile off your face.
What's that, Pierre?
I've heard that Sarah and Andrew from Cornish walking trails were in France. Say no!
You join us today. We're actually in France, in Brittany, so we're on our summer holiday. Behind me is the river Blavet. We're in a little village near our sheep, so we've got our sheep for the week. Come over on the ferry.
Hello, Cornish walking!
And we thought, why not try a walk in France? We know we kind of expect you lot to come over to Cornwall and just do this walk, so we thought we'd do the same. Challenge ourselves to do a walk in France.
We're at a little place called Inzinzac. It's about 10 kilometres in from Lorient and about 5 kilometres north from Enibon. So we've parked in this little car park here. This seems to be one of the main car parks here in the village. It's down by the Blavet, and as it's France, as you'd expect, it's free of charge. Fantastic.
On the first evening we got here, we had a little explore, came down to look at the Blavet because it's such a beautiful river, and we found a notice board. Those spots mean you have to stop for pedestrians, but we're not quite sure.
Looks like someone's come along with a giant tin of paint and tipped it all.
So Andrew and his schoolboy French is going to tell you what this means.
Board information.
Yeah. So anyway, we figured out that these circular coloured routes were walks, and the colour relates to the bit down the bottom.
So we're going to do the yellow walk today, which it tells us it's a Circuit de Buns.
Yeah.
And it's 4 kilometres.
Yes. De Pas Ile de la Costelle.
That's quite good.
So we're going to take a photograph of this. We're going to follow the river Blavet. This is the island where the river splits. We'll follow the yellow one up around here. There's a circus this weekend in town, and they're going around and they're tooting their horns, and I don't think we can see it, can we?
It's a van promoting it.
Yeah.
We might stumble across it later on.
There was some camels on a roundabout earlier, wasn't there?
As you'd expect.
Yeah. So this is the Blavet. Just down the river there. There's a forge, an empty building that closed in 1966. From what we can understand with the information boards down there, there was a big demonstration against the closure of the forge because obviously it employed a lot of people. And the cottages behind us were the cottages where the workers actually lived. What do you know about the Blavet then?
Well, Blavet is a canal.
Yeah.
And it runs from Lorient, which is on the coast here in Brittany, and it goes inland for about 60 kilometres up to Pontivy.
All the way out that way.
And it was overseen by Napoleon at the beginning of the 19th century. And I think he did it because he was into canal holidays. Yeah, just a lovely canal boat, and he really fancied just really trundling down from Pontivy down to the coast.
So this actually links up with other canals across France, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it was primarily a transportation network.
Holidays.
We have done quite a bit of walking up and down the towpath of the Blavet. It's fantastic. It's so easy. You can cycle it as well, and you come across these little locks every now and again. Let's go down and take a look at the weir. It's fantastic. Being in France, you actually get to walk over the top. Not quite so health and safety mad out here, are they?
Don't get your feet wet.
There is a kayaking school up there, you can see them out on the water, and where they split the river off they've kind of made a man-made slalom course for the kayaking. And here is the chute to put them through the course itself. So the route is all marked out by these little markers. These gardens are now open to the public. Parc de Bouns, and it used to be part of a chateau. What's all that noise?
I think it might be something to do with that.
Oh yeah.
Base Nautique Le Christ.
Kayaking school.
Yeah, in French.
There they are, having a lesson. They seem to be learning how to turn and twist, don't they? Stay upright. Nobody's gone in yet. Oh, prep. Our yellow marker says go that way. You alright?
Yeah, it's quite good, isn't it? This is obviously the village measuring tool. So what they do, they come out here and they do that, you see, to see how tall it is. So I'm just over a white line.
You're a white line tool?
Yeah.
What a load of rubbish. It's the yellow marker. Follow that way. We're hoping that by following one of their suggested routes we'll see a bit of the village. A bit that you wouldn't normally see when you're sat in your room looking at the French telly wondering what they're going on about, but hoping to see a bit of countryside, maybe a few of their houses. Love their houses over here. So spaced out and they've got so much garden. It's lovely. Have to wait and see. Okay, so the walk goes that way, but we happened to stumble across this the other night, didn't we, Andrew? Where are we going?
So I want to show you. Come up here and have a look at this.
So we're now in what would have been a glass house. Vines along the roof, look.
Can you imagine this in its heyday?
Oh.
All the glass in and everything.
I think it would have been a specimen house as well, because you've got the like brick walls, haven't you, and the beds for plants that you want to show off, really.
It's come full circle if you think about it, isn't it? Because I'm a fine specimen.
So they've planted these up with herbs. Oh, marjoram, oregano. What else have we got? Oh, it's beautiful. I didn't recognise that one. There's kind of a mixture just let to ramble here. You've got some what looks like cosmos, a sedum, ferns. I think they probably occur naturally. And there's a beautiful poppy out there. There's the building. You can see the vine trailing up there. Oriental poppy. Oh, I love this. Cotton lavender. It smells divine. Oh, beautiful. Feels as though they have a slightly more generous municipal budget out here. They always seem to be tending, trimming the grounds and everything that they've got as public spaces. Kept beautifully. Very impressed. So we've just retraced our steps after a little detour.
A detour?
Yeah, it's a French word, isn't it? So this is our map. There's the chateau. We're coming along this bit, following the little stream. I think we're bang on track. So we're in this woodland. Loads of birds singing. Some beautiful flowers out. Just in the middle of France. We're just leaving the woodland, aren't we?
Civilization.
And we've got a boardwalk. I wonder where this goes.
The boardwalk?
No. Andrew, don't speak French just by saying English words with a French accent. Sun's come out now. What have we got here? So this is the little stream we've been following. Where do we go now? No, that's into private property. You can't go in there. It's locked. So this is their idea of a pond at the bottom of the garden. I think it's pretty good. Look at the reflection in that water. Love it. Look at that, isn't that so pretty? Oh, it's gorgeous. This is bamboo. And it is just above our heads like this. Massive stalks of bamboo. Isn't that huge?
Bamboo. Oh my gosh, yeah, aren't they?
Yeah. Just that it's like a thicket.
Thick what? It's the
Oh
markers
yes,
again, so
yellow
we're
one.
Definitely on the right route.
Oh, that's reassuring.
Yeah.
So for this walk, we've literally just got a map. There's no instructions saying go left, go right, and what have you. It's literally just an Ordnance Survey map. So fingers crossed. It's just opened out
Look at this.
into beautiful French countryside.
You've got so much space in France, haven't
Yeah. It's one thing I'm slightly green about. They have so much room around their houses, don't they?
they? Do it properly, don't they?
Now these pylons, although they might not look pretty, very reassuring because they're on the map and we follow them for a bit now.
I'm not walking on them.
Under them!
Shocking.
Where are you going now?
Le Petit Cheval.
Oh, little donkey! It's a donkey, it's not a horse.
I don't know what French for donkey is.
No, nor do I.
Le donkey.
Oh dear. How is it raining?
I know, it is actually raining, believe it or not.
Warm.
Gorgeous sunshine.
Yeah,
It's
that
raining.
willow is fantastic, isn't it? I think we need to cross the road. The sign's over there, look.
Cool.
Roads are so quiet.
Across this really busy road.
Yeah.
It's all wobbly.
So looking at our photograph, there's the road we crossed and we've just come through some trees. The power cables are ahead above us and I reckon that's a little stream and I think we need to come back on ourselves.
So, go that way.
So we seem to be skirting around the bottom of houses now, people's
Yeah.
gardens.
We're on the right path though, because I've seen the markers still.
Yeah, I like the markers, they're really reassuring.
So this little village then that we're going to be walking through is Inzinzac?
I haven't heard anyone say it. I think with my...
I mean, my outrageous French accent, I would say it's Inzinzac.
I think it's Inzinzac le Christ,
That's what I said.
but I haven't heard anyone say it, so I'm not sure. So we've just walked up this little path, following the little river. Bit confused.
There's a marker here.
That's the wrong route though, isn't it?
And there's another marker.
Oh, there's a marker on the tree. That's the red and yellow route.
Yeah.
Red and white route.
They might just have run out of yellow paint when they were putting the markers on.
Or didn't have anybody tall enough to put them on.
Where's that?
Okay, let's look at the map. Look what we've just found. Circuit de Bon.
So we are right.
So we're going à la droite. Up there. Yeah, forgot he doesn't speak French. Oh, this is really good.
Good, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going through the houses now. Oh, lovely. I love Breton architecture. Oh, look at his vegetable patch.
Brilliant, isn't it? Got some strawberries
Peas.
in there. Peas.
Yeah, onions.
A little onion. Tomato.
Yes. Of course they grow outside here, don't they?
Plastique.
French beans. Haricots verts.
Potatoes on the end.
Potatoes.
Every little bit of land.
Ground is being used,
Nice,
isn't it?
brilliant,
And look, the gardens are so generous. I love that. Grow your tomatoes up something that is not only practical, but kind of stylish as well. Perfect. Really enjoying this walk. We've seen some French countryside, some French trees, And now we're wandering through all of their beautiful houses. And they're all kept quite beautifully, aren't they? They keep the gardens nice.
Real pride in the properties, aren't they?
Yeah, it's lovely. We must be on the right track because we found the cemetery, which is marked on our map.
It's big, isn't it?
Isn't it beautifully kept though? Not overgrown, loads of flowers. So we've now come to the end of the cemetery. Have you found the marker?
Yeah, here.
Ah, we found the marker.
Here.
Yes.
I think it's suggesting we probably go this way.
Okay.
We're definitely going back into the town.
Yes. Look at the pink and the blue. I love it.
Have you seen this?
What's that?
It's actually all painted on the wall here.
Oh, what,
the
the
shutters?
spade and
And the spade and the hoe.
and the shutters.
Yeah.
God, they're amazing. Yeah, they are. Murals. Oh, cool. Anything else down there, is there? I can't see, I'm too short.
It's a sign for the circus there.
Haven't seen a marker that actually takes us down this road, but having driven around here for the last few days, kind of know or expect where this will come out. Okay, so we missed our turning back there when we came out of the cemetery. It was a bit vague, so we're just going to retrace our steps back there and try and pick up the correct route. So our faded bit of paint, I think it's actually pointing us straight across.
It's in the map on your phone. It does suggest
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Beautiful, look at that. Little love hearts on the window decorations. What have you seen? Oh,
Banana
wow.
tree.
Yeah. Bananas. There's two of them there, 2 pods. Wow. What is noticeable about French villages is that there's very few big supermarkets around, so the centre, the heart of the village, you've got free parking, and then you've got all these wonderful little artisan shops, your butchers, your bakers, and they're all supported by the local community. So different to what we're used to. It's lovely.
It's the fabulous bakers in the village. Superb.
Yes, we did it.
Yay!
Just a photograph of a map, no instructions.
4 kilometres. Fantastic
Wow.
little walk, isn't it? We started here.
Yes,
We wandered along the banks of the Blavet,
yes.
past the abandoned chateau with the gardens. We came up to the little
That's where it opened up, wasn't it? It was
all
beautiful.
into fields,
the
there. Came back to here.
And then wandered through all the
River-
little houses. Well,
River-
little, they're lovely big
Rivertown.
houses actually, aren't they?
Lovely walk.
I want to do them all now. How long have we got?
there.
We did it!
We did.
Took a board in the middle of the village, photographed the map, and we did it.
Yeah, no guidebook, but we just followed the map and it was fantastic. 4 kilometres, relatively easy, nice.
I loved it because we actually got out in France. It felt like you were seeing the French countryside, and that's what I wanted to do when we got here on holiday, experience some of it and feel what it's like to be out and about.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're not going to score it because we didn't have a walk book or anything, but we've had a lovely time.
But we did it!
I'm off,
Yay!
I'm off for my cider and my crepe.
Come on then.